Before we went for the break, Mrs. Rhoda Honest was telling us about how her life, her marriage was built on the foundation of Christ. And right now, we want to hear more about how she came in to support her husband's business without understanding what it was all about. She's here and she's going to encourage us. Please, ma'am, take us through your business journey now.
Thank you so much. I told you that we have a family. We have 4 children, 1 adopted, and we thank God. Okay, I told you that my husband, before we got married, he used to tell me that he would like to be a businessman. Now, when our firstborn was in top class and our secondborn was in middle class, my husband decided to resign. He did just as resign abrupt. It's something we were talking about. And when he resigned, it was like, hey, what will happen? People were asking me, Madam, how will you educate these children with your small salary? And your husband, who is the head of the family, have already resigned. I told them, these things we have already discussed and we have agreed. And then when he resigned, he started a small business, bookshop, selling books in Subukia. Well, that time we had already moved from to Subukia. We started a small business, bookshop, of which we didn't know about it. But we were praying as we decided to build our family on the foundation of Christian management. And as we were praying, my husband was asking me, my dear, what do you think we can start with our little money? Me, I told him, I think we can start a kiosk ya kuuza sukari, majani. Naambia we, hiyo utakunywa yote, utatupikia chai. Naambia, then what would you like us to start? He told me, you'd like to start a bookshop. Nikamuuliza, bookshop, tutatoa wapi vitabu? Akaniambia, mali wengine wanatoa, tutatoa huko. Nikamwambia, okay, no, mine is to support. I thought I felt something good. We are going to start something that so many people don't have. And he went into it.
There were no bookshops in Subukia at that time.
There were no bookshops. There was only one small stationery shop, of which was not so big. There's nothing. And I was wondering, this husband of mine wants to start a bookshop. Me, I had never gone in a bookshop, okay. But as a teacher, naona vitabu zinakuja shule. Yeah. So kuna bookshops. So he started a bookshop. We were buying books in a rental. And there were ups and downs because we didn't have an income whereby we can support our business.
Because you were depending on your salary.
We were depending on our salary. So we started a small bookshop whereby few books and some biros, tungetoa packets, tunaweka packet kama mbili zinaenda around. You'd think we have so many of them. But we knew God is taking us somewhere because, when we were starting, it was very low. We were getting like 50 shillings per day. Tukipata 200, we feel good, yes. But, Reverend, let me tell you one thing that has really amazed us. We've never, even one day, we've never stopped giving tithe. Wow. If we get 10 shillings, 1 shilling belong to God. Na tukatengeneza ka bag, kamkebe. Tunakuja tunaweka hapo. Zikifika mingi, tunapeleka kanisani. A tithe that has really boosted us because this is a law of prosperity.
It is great to hear that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we continued and like 2 years, sorry, not 2 days. 2 years down the line, God started lifting us. And my husband told me he's going to open a branch. One thing I like of my husband is of great faith. He loved God, and even up to today he loves God. And he opened a small branch in Nakuru, whereby he was going in the morning, come in the evening. And from there, we trusted God for more. From there, God started expounding us. The following year, we got a bigger shop, whereby that is the time now. The 4th year in business down the line, God started expounding us. It came a time, okay, it's like we are not understanding there's something God is doing big.
There's growth.
Yes. Now we had like 4 workers, tukakuwa 6, tukakuwa 10. And I remember we used to close our business. We didn't even care sometimes. I think sometimes when God is working in you, but not man, there are things that can work in you. Tunafunga, tunaenda maombi.
Okay.
And we also got workers get saved. In some of the workers,
They got saved
they
at
got
work.
saved. And we thank God. From there, God started expanding us. Tukapata some branches. Tukaendelea kuwa wazuri.
Yeah. Unajua, as ninaposikiza your story, I am wondering, are there times that you felt like giving up? Ama the road for you has been very smooth? Are there days you woke up and you felt like, kweli we are on the right track, before you got to where you are today, when the business was still very young? Are there days you felt like giving up?
Let me tell you, Reverend. Like there was a time, there were times, even now, I'm not saying the road is very smooth, even now. There were times I could ask my husband, what are we doing? Where are we heading to? Doing business is not one of the easiest things. There were times I could think within me, I can see my husband is strong in this, but it's like, why are we doing, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? We are getting very little. We cannot be able to pay the rents. We struggle to pay even the workers. And it's like, my husband, can we close? He tells me, even those people you see having great things, they are struggling somehow. And I could get encouraged. But we never stopped. And then after some time, unaona mnaruka hiyo challenge, God provides, you go to another one. So even where we are now, people would look at us and say, walifika. They have branches, they have many workers, they have vehicles.
A big house.
Wanasema we have all these things that people think, see, and they don't. You have to pay a cost. For you to go to the next level, there's a cost you have to. And also, business needs a lot of patience.
Okay.
Challenges are there, so many, so big, the bigger the business, the bigger the challenges.
Yes. Where are you right now? How many branches do you have? You deal with books?
Yes, we deal with books, right from PP1, nursery, wale wa chini mpaka college. We deal with books. We are still growing. For you to get where you want to get, you have to fight on strongly, courageously. Because if you are not going to fight courageously, you'll be taken out of the business.
Right.
And there are many challenges, especially nowadays. Utakuta.
Since the free education came in.
Yes.
How were you able to fight with that? Okay,
let me tell you. Because like now, we started the business and we are in it. We didn't know how to go about it. Because before the free education came, it found us. And there's one thing that we shall tell God. You gave us this. Help us on how to go about this. And I believe we are not just booksellers. We are called to do the business by God.
Yeah, it's a calling.
It's a call. Because when we were starting, we didn't know anything. to do with book selling. We just found ourselves. It's like a baby born in a family does not choose to be born in that family. Or a neighbor. Maybe a very good neighbor or a very bad neighbor. You didn't choose that neighbor. So you have to those that are prayerful, you pray for you to have wisdom to stay with them. Yes, and cope with the challenges. Challenges are so many of them, especially nowadays.
Okay. How many branches do you have right now?
I have 4.
You have 4 here in Nakuru?
In Nakuru, I have 2. We have 2. And Marigat and Ludiani, we have 1. So we have 4.
Wow. Tell us about your greatest moments. You've told us about your challenges, their challenges. Tell us your greatest moments when you're selling books. What makes you wake up every day with that energy to go to work?
One thing I've told you, prayers refreshes your strength. When you are connected with God, there's something you get that no man can give you. And because I've told you, selling books is like a call. It's like you feel good, you feel happy. I myself, like the time when I was coming to support my husband, I thank God for him. That he's such a great man, such a strong man. I thank God for him. And when I decided to resign, he didn't force me. He didn't even. He got surprised. I came and told him, my dear, I want to come to pull out of teaching, come and help support you in selling books. You are not serious. Kamwambia, I'm serious. What do you want me to do to know? Write resignation yourself and just push it yourself. And where you cannot make it, I'll help you.
Okay.
And I did that. And he was so surprised. You know, he found me as a teacher. And I could look at him, can you really leave ni kama a gift given by your parents? They have taken you to college, you are a teacher. Anaona kama, unajua watu wengi wanakataa, wanaona siwezi. But he didn't push me to do it. I did it willingly, and he was very happy. That one made us even work together. In the evening, we talk the same challenges. We pray for the same purpose. It's like
you have the same language in the evening.
Same language. We are able to understand where we are going down, up. Yeah, and that's how the journey has been.
There is a woman watching you right now, and maybe the husband just walked into the home, maybe a few months ago, or maybe yesterday, or maybe even right now, and told the woman about his vision and what he wants to do in life. And maybe that woman is seated watching the husband or listening to the husband, but she can't really get what the husband is saying. Could you encourage that woman and tell her something from your own experience, kindly?
Reverend, one thing, families are different from the other. And the way you have been working with your husband, you understand your man better than any other. And when your husband, you know, it can be so discouraging when a man comes in the home, or a father, a husband, comes in the home and tells you, my dear or my wife, I'm going to leave work. It's so discouraging. But like now, mine is something we had discussed for a long time. And I knew one time, ikifika mwisho atawacha. So I was not amazed. But wewe ule amekuja saa hii amekuambia nawacha na hakukuambia. Me, the only thing that I can tell you is be prayerful, and if you are not prayerful, this is where you get strength from. But I would like to encourage people to stop discussing their family from people who cannot help you. Discuss with somebody who can add value to your marriage. Because immediately you get into marriage, you need not to wave. You need to be focused on that. Because children, you must be mentor to your children.
Yeah.
You must You must be somebody who can be emulated by even the oncoming generation, the young ladies who wants to get married. So I think that is the thing. You work together with your husband. And I say once again, I am so happy about my very dear husband who is so strong. And sometimes when I get down,
He lifts you up. Wow. You've listened to yourself. And you know what? You can make it. You can support your husband. You can be there for him and support the vision that God has given your husband. Even when you really don't understand it, give yourself time. Like we have been told by Mrs. Rhoda Honest, pray about it and commit it to the Lord. And within no time, you will find yourself getting where God wants you to get. And you'll find yourself being that woman, that helper that God created you to be. Rhoda and the husband, they are working in Nakuru right now, and they're doing very well in the books industry, selling books to many children that are being taken to school, not only in nursery school, primary school, but even universities and colleges. So be part of what your husband is doing. If she had said no to the husband, if she had not supported her husband, they would not be where they are today. May God bless you. May God do you good. I want to tell you that you're a virtuous woman. Keep pushing forward because you're a very powerful woman. God bless you.